Okay, quick thing. Hang on. Right, so... will she use it? For those not familiar, I've installed the dog flap, and Lulu does know how to use it. She's just... Come on, sweetie. Oh. Come on. There we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. She knows how to use dog flaps. I'm just keeping my back turned on purpose. Come on, sweetie. That's true. I don't want to ruin... well, she's about to have her dinner, so I don't want to give her a big treat, because can I cut a big treat in half, maybe? Actually, yeah, hang on. Tell you what. She's curious enough? Trouble is, I don't know if she knew it was a treat. Oh, okay. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Hi. Who's a clever sock? Yeah, clever sock. Yeah, who's a clever clogs? Come on, there's another one down here. Good girl. Yes. There you go. There we go. She did it. She did it. Hi. So she can go back and forth. She does know. Oh dear. Yes, sorry, the reason for the dog flap, for those who are not familiar, is that when it gets very hot in the summer, so behind me I've got this air conditioning unit that I used to, it's a bit of a chonky bugger, and I used to use it for the old flat that I was in. If you might have seen it in the background of the stream. Now it's far more obvious, obviously, because it's huge. Now, the trouble is it's not powerful enough to cool the entire bungalow, so I've had to be a bit strategic in its placement, so I decided to put it here in this tiny office, despite the noise, because it's where I spend the vast amount of my time. When I'm not streaming, I'm still here. I'm sitting in this chair just editing. So between streaming and editing, yeah, this is the room that needs to be cool in the summer. The trouble is Lulu constantly goes back and forth, and she wants me to either open the door for her or leave the door open, which means all of the cool air just goes. It's a bit of a headache. So I decided to install the door, so she can still go back and forth during live streams or not during live streams, because there are things that need to be balked at in the garden, obviously. So yeah, she can move around with a bit more freedom while still remaining comfortably, while it still remains comfortably cool. In addition, the air conditioning unit has this comfort eco mode where you can run it in low, just on a low setting, so it's much easier and quieter to have it running on that. But of course that is pointless if the door keeps opening and all the hot air just floods into the room. It is not great AC, Zoob. I need to do something a bit more. I mean, the story of the UK, frankly. So I need to do something a bit more formal. Also, sorry, I've just heard a beep in the other room from the air fryer that Cyanide and Maya bought me. Lulu's dinner is ready, so I'm just going to go grab some chicken and put it in her bowl because she's quite hungry. One moment, please. Okay, never mind. That chicken is scorchingly hot. Instead, I've scraped it from the air fryer into a bowl, which is in front of me. So Lulu's doggy bowl is in front of me. I'll let it cool down for a few minutes and then put it on the floor, which is a bit gross because it's the carpet. But I doubt any of the chicken is going to touch the floor, let alone the sides of her throat, at the speed in which she inhales food. Right. Hang on. So yes, welcome indeed, everyone. Welcome, sincere. Yeah, but welcome. I hope everyone's okay. So let's drop back into RimWorld. Right. Here we go. Oh yeah, hi there. Sorry, Mag. I nearly said Edberg for some reason. The 40k teaser trailer. I did see. Yeah. I believe I called it, Mag. I believe I called it a long time ago, some years ago. I believe I called it. Well, it hasn't happened, but we'll see. Yep. It's not a good sign. Right. Anyway, sorry, blah, blah, blah. So, welcome indeed, everyone. So, RimWorld. Right. So, what's happening? You're looking at the Hand of Hooke. So, we are a raider supremacist faction. For the sake of roleplay, I'm going to say that we didn't crash land here. We walked here, having crash land further south of here. And what we are essentially taking some science fiction that Sir Hooke, the space novelist, wrote far too seriously, as a manner of justifying why we're a bunch of supremacist proselytizing raiders. We are going to say that he is the author of the Hooke series of aggressive holo novels, featuring broad-shouldered, eight-packed muscular men and women conquering the weak, and therefore we're turning it into, we're making it too literal on this crash-landed RimWorld scenario. Sir Hooke over here is the 72-year-old author of that fiction and leader of the colony and cult leader. Blue Nose Bear is a space janitor who is wearing the wrong hat. That's the hat that belongs to Comos, I believe. So the space janitor who handles the building. Egleb is a former medieval lordling turned speaker for the colony. Wonderbart is a 9-year-old boy and former vampire-worshipping child. Faultier Man is a slave and a psychic sex slave of Sir Hooke, the cult leader, which is kind of creepy. Pythonicus is another slave who was captured trying to murder Wonderbart. So Wonderbart ran into the colony, being chased by Pythonicus, and was subsequently captured. We have 3 people on an away mission coming back from this morning. Bloodwell, the bully, Comots, the convict, and I need a drink, and Dimtree, the sheriff. So, these 3 people went to a nearby facility where they picked up, we were trying to find information on the location of a holy relic. How can we make that work from the fiction? We'll probably say that it's made up, that Sir Hooke probably sent them over there, obviously he's making shit up, he's an author. So saying that, go there and find information. So they actually just went to some underground facility to find some cache information, but we have no idea what the relic is, presumably. There's no holy relic. We made this religion up. Anyway, hang on. Yes, you can smell that I've got the chicken. Now, don't you drop this on my carpet. Don't you drop that on my carpet. Probably won't touch the carpet, to be honest. So she's got some air-fried chicken. She was being very picky with her dried kibble. She was like, no. So, of course, I just defrosted some chicken in the freezer and put it in the air fryer. Yeah. Hope everyone... You saw me, Laserpig, and Digi in one clip. Yes, I'm Laserpig knows Digi, so... or Digi knows Laserpig. They know each other. And so Laserpig was on the Rust server just playing normally. Yeah, hang on. Seems like a nice bloke. Also, while we're here... Briefly, let me tell you what happened. So over the weekend, I've been doing... I want to go into more detail in an episode of Bungalows Fucked Again. So I won't tell you the juicy details, but the short of it is I was doing some sanding on some paint work to do some painting. And being a bit cautious, I had no idea what this paint was. So... in an abundance of caution, with the potential that some paints have lead in them, which is toxic, I decided to take some protective measures. I was wearing a very high-grade dust mask despite being out in the open air. There was a breeze to sort of take away the toxic dust from me. I was wearing, I wasn't having direct contact with the thing that I was sanding, and when I was done, I brushed up everything and then disposed of it. So I used an outdoor vacuum cleaner to dispose of it and bag it as potentially toxic if there is, lead in there. Anyway, afterwards I did a bit of Googling, and it turns out that lead detection kits are actually cheap and widely available. So I thought, all right, it's like a tenner. It's nothing. I've got like a bunch of swabs, you see. So I went out and I took one of these swabs and I sort of dripped the solution onto it, and it said what you need to do is you need to take the swab, rub it against the potential lead, the suspected lead, and then measure it against the colour gauge, you see. So the colour gauge says here on the side of the bottle that the further to the right is more lead in there, the further to the left less lead, or no lead. So I'm looking for somewhere in that range. The paint that I was scrubbing off is reddy purple. It's already a dark red, like ochre. What is it called? It's already that colour. Like, that's just the paint. That's just the colour. £10 well spent. I have no idea. I don't know if there's any lead in there. Oh, fuck. It's like a dark ochre, dark red, orangey, Well, shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this button. It's gone. Gone. Didn't even touch the sides. Just gone. What a pickle. Hang on. Sorry, music's a bit loud. Just going to turn it down a smidge. You like that? You like that? Yes. Completely devoured. Do I have a chicken detector, perhaps? Yeah, this thing. This thing's my chicken detector. If it's chicken, it gets eaten. Right, okay. How old is she, Violet? She's nearly 10 in a few days. Hang on. What is the date today? It is June. So she's 10. Not this Tuesday, not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. Here's the trouble. I don't know exactly when her birthday is because I've got 3 conflicting dates on the documents that I was issued by the breeder. So it's possible that obviously they're puppies, apart from a little collar. It's possible that maybe there was just a mix-up, or maybe it was a different puppy, or maybe it was just an average. So I decided to take the middle date. The wheel came close to her foot. She's fine. She's good. I barely moved. Yes, you're right, sausage. Right. Anyway, so let's continue. So all the blood outside belongs to 3 tigers that were slain. They're decomposing right now. They had the scaria disease, that brain disease that causes them to attack humans. They attacked these shaman over here. Did I finish trading with them? I think I did. I sent Egleb, didn't I? We sold all of the yayo, all of the cocaine that we had made. Okay. Thank you, Laumata. Thank you very much, Laumata. Right. Yes, you got a bit of... Yeah, you had a social fight, so you got a bit of bruising there. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't a social fight. We had a prisoner called Rosa. I was hoping to enslave her due to her building abilities. She went berserk, and Egleb walked into the room and smashed her head off with a mace. Right. Okay. Thank you, Ferris Moore. Thank you, Laumata, and Bloodraven, and Sven. Ah, good. A solar flare is ending. We are critically low on food. Let's get everyone outside. They need to start working on these. We need to start working on the crops, and we need to send out someone capable of hunting. Okay, grab this fish as well. So, Pythonicus, keep harvesting the potato plants. Those that could haul, please haul these potato plants into the kitchen for preparation. Yeah, we have some gut worms, so who's puking? Someone's puking. Oh, it's Faultier. Ugh. She's vomiting all over the side of the bed. Great. Maybe there's a hunting place we can attack. Good point. I don't think there's any hunting camps. Oh, hang on. Hunting worksite. Gopskuo. Are they neutrals? They would be a potential. Who are they? How can I tell who they are? Terrain. Gopskuo. Who are they? Worshipful Village. View quest. View quest. Thank you very much. Aha, lovely. Okay, they're a small independent group. That could be an idea. Dim Tree's caravan is on its way back. We're low on food. How much would it take to get over here? It would take... Okay, we would run out of food by the time we arrive, which would be dicey. And we wouldn't have... Presumably they're hunting, so they're not cooking the food. But it would be... Fuck it. Let's do it. They've got 3. We'll send 3. And hopefully no one dies. All right. That's true. Maybe they'll have some pemmican that we can take. Right. Where's the dog gone? She's flopped into her bed. Full of chicken. She is, not the bed. Right. Oh, really? Not, sorry, not maybe is listed? Oh, yes. 311 pemmican. And lots of quite a bit of light leather. We can use that to make hats and dusters and stuff to resist the scorching heat of this jungle. 36 degrees outside. Right. Blue Nose Bear is going to go chat to Egleb over here. Yeah, Egleb took a bit of a beating. Thank you, Cods. Thank you very much, Cods. Wasn't one of them having a mental breakdown? That's a good point. Have they gotten over it? Heat stroke initial. It's warm. Shit. Shall I bring them back? Heat stroke can be quite dangerous if it builds up. Fuck it. Let's just get them back quickly. Let's get them back, get them equipped. It is summer. It's the height of summer on the 2nd year. No. We will go out, Lauraton, but it's better to be prepared, frankly. Let's come here, get rearmed, get some dusters and some, make sure that we arrive fully medded up and everything with plenty of food. Alright. They can always switch to their combat gear the moment they arrive. Alright. Okay, good. So we're getting a bit of yeah, grab that neutroamine, and we need to make sure that we always have access to a source of it. So, oh, we don't even have the tech to make it. Darn. Alright. Blue Nose, could you please finish the job? Thank you. Right, tattered clothing. Dim Tree's upset about her tattered duster. Also, I just realised I had a drink in my hand and I left it... Hang on, I left it over here. Alright, there we go. John says, you assume that I've not played Alan Wake 2. No. I don't think those sorts of games... Nah, it didn't look like my sort of game, the Alan Wake series. Thank you, Emos Wadge. Thank you very much, Emos Wadge. You listened to my Prey rant this morning. My idea of a better version of the movie was... You'd watch that. Good to hear it. I clearly didn't convince everybody. But, without going into spoilers, for those that wish to either watch the film or watch what I said about the film this morning, I watched the 2022 Predator film Prey, so that one where it's Predator versus Native Americans, and my takeaway is that the film would have been much better if they had hardcore stuck to their original plan, which is hiding the fact that it was a Predator film for as long as possible, to make a surprise reveal on the audience, And I would have gone even further. If I were the director of the film, I would have told about 90% of the film from the perspective, basically misdirect the audience to make it seem like what was going on the screen was some unrelated thing that the Comanche warriors were experiencing, and only at the very last moment, like we're talking on the finale of the film, do you reveal that this was actually a Predator film the whole time. With a little bit of a clever move with the tomahawk that she had. Unfortunately, in my opinion, they basically... So without spoiling the film, the problem with Predator is that the first film is so perfect, and it's a concept that's so wrapped around itself that it's hard to extract from that and make anything other than either action schlock or just a rip-off, essentially. And so one of the ways you can get around that, in my opinion, is to do a stealth. Yeah, someone said give it the split treatment, and I would agree. Yeah, give it the split treatment. Basically, have it jump on the audience at the last minute, and then they realise that all of these little things that they might not have noticed throughout the film meant that at the end. How would you market and advertise the film? Well, yeah, therein lies the conundrum. If you are starting from that perspective, how does this thing make money? Then yeah, you're going to shoot yourself in the fucking testicles, aren't you? You're never going to make anything good with the concept of Predator. Yeah, and therein lies the trap. Therein lies why it's just crashing from shit to shit, film on film. Right. Okay, so we're currently fishing. She is actually standing on the riverbank. It's just the... Oh, no, hang on. Maybe not. Oh, fuck, we got... A cassowary is eating our drugs. Can someone shoot it, please? Alright. Need to get rid of these tigers as well. Do I still have the soda stream? I've never owned a soda stream, Loyix. I've got a carbonated water maker, but not that brand. And yes... Can I make a pier for the fishermen? Yeah, I could. Hang on. Do we have enough food in the kitchen? Sorry, I'm a bit nervous that we're going to have another incident which causes us to be locked away. So, Wonderbart, would you kindly haul these potatoes in? Get everyone in. Sir Hook has an inspired creativity thing. Ooh, art or furniture. Let's get you on that. So, Bloodwell... What's that? Sorry, a large sculpture. Let's suspend that job. We can always come back to it. And have a... So 400 ingredients apiece. 400. A terror sculpture. Statue. A Fleischer. Yes, I have no gameplay mods installed. I don't know, Defaulty. Let's make a large sculpture. I don't think we really have enough of anything to make something bigger. What do we have? It's going to have to be stone. Okay, we don't have enough. We need 100 units of stone. We don't have that. What about other resources? No. Everything's a bit trim. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to have to be 100 stone something. Okay. Let's make... Can we get some slate blocks? So go to the stone cutting table and specify just slate. Just make some slate blocks, please. Do it until we have at least 100. There we go. 110. Alright. And then go to the table and make sure that project, that large sculpture that's not suspended, is assigned to Sir Hook. Alright. Thank you, Melv. Thank you, Casaro. Codename says, watch Prey for my class on decolonization in undergrad. I thought it was interesting in that perspective, but I'm also not a Predator fan. I watched it midday with all the lights on. Yeah. Well, not trying... I won't spoil the film. So what I'm going to say on the Prey film, I'm not going to spoil it. It's what I said this morning. The point that I made is that you could do something sort of almost like dreamlike and artistic. You can misdirect the audience by basically concealing everything. So the original Predator concealed it by physically not showing it. Yeah, definitely don't do that, because obviously with any thriller or horror, the imagination does far more work than showing the creature. Since Jaws, that's been the case. So do that again, but in this particular case, with the 2022 film Prey, you can have this sort of dreamlike quality where you see these strange things happening with equipment and tools and things, basically animals dying in weird ways and tools being left behind and strange noises. And then you realize, wait, the white man. You could do a Disney with man, as in, don't just have people running around with mustaches going, "Wah, I'm a European," wah, which is what they did. You could have instead, have it like basically have a native culture encounter the bleeding edge first contact with Europeans. What do they look like from their perspective? Monsters. That's how you do the misdirection. That's what you do. You make it seem like the white men are an entity, not people. Yes, Harmona. I played Conan with many of them recently. Right. Sorry, Akino, my voice is probably not warmed up. Anyway, sorry, if you want to hear what the fuck I'm talking about, I went on an extensive sort of waffle about Prey this morning on the stream. Didn't convince everyone. Lots of people, were like, no, I'd never watch it. Some people were weird about that in the chat. I would never watch that. I'm like, okay. Have you considered that your tastes are bad? Hang on. Right, so we're nearly back. The away team's nearly back. Someone shoot that damn bird. But guess we can't. Blue Nose can, but he's busy. Okay, good. We got quite a few potatoes, so that's good. Right. There we go. So what do we need to do now? What's the priority? So we have a tailor... Well, we need steel. We've got very limited steel resources here. Maybe we should look into making like a mining camp or something. Trouble is, how are we going to get the... alpaca, I guess, but it's not ideal. Now, there must be a better source of steel nearby. We just need to start doing more tunneling until we find it. Right. Yep, the caravan's run out of food, so they're entering in a minute. Right. Alpaca are a source of steel? No, but they're pack animals, so we'll be able to carry large amounts of steel from point to point if we harvested it in a different tile. Okay. Right, they're back. Welcome back, guys. Where are they? They're over here. Bloodwell fell asleep immediately. Could you... Come on, let's go. Oh, yeah. Unrestricted. Rope that alpaca. Sorry, we have an extra alpaca? Oh, it gave birth on the road. Okay. Grim. There we go. Who wants to be baby alpaca? Raise your hand now. Right. Let's go with Millie Makers. Thank you, Millie Makers. Right. Hang on a minute. Fuck. Sorry, Millie Makers. Sorry, you're not a subscriber. My bad. I saw that icon next to your name and thought you were. Hang on. Apologies. Right. Let's go with... Mongo fish. Wait, what the hell? Mongo. Yes, it is mongo fish. There we go. Mongo fish, the alpaca. Sorry, Millie, you lost your alpaca privileges. Okay. So get the team back before they have mental breakdowns. Get people in bed. Right. Dimtree's arrived. She's off to bed. Okay, Bloodwell is obviously a bit delayed. Come on in. Alright. Oh, wait, they're a sub now? Oh, don't do this to me. Are they? Hang on. Thank you, Drunk Shooter. Oh, thank you, Miles. Thank you, Drunk Shooter and Miles. Damn it! Oh, fuck, now we got to name Millie something. Hang on. I mean, thank you for the money. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, you get to be a wild boar. Let's make you a female wild boar, so it's unlikely that you're going to get slaughtered for food. Also, we should probably start slaughtering the wild boar for food. The male ones. Okay, female wild boar. Oh, no, wait. Oh, fuck. These are my animals. Okay, they're still too young in most cases. Which one's female? Male, 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 male. This one, wild boar number 4. Pig, 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 pig. This is going to be Millie Makers. Right. I'm trying to find the name. Millie. It's underscore Makers. There we go. Nope. Yes. Nope. Fuck. Nope. Why don't we do that? Millie Makers. Right. Cool. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Miles and Drunk Shooter and Melv and Casaro. For those joining the stream, you're looking at a group of supremacist raiders. I've just sent an away team. They've just come back with some supply. Well, not that many supplies. Information is what they mainly come back with. Right, Bloodwell, what are you doing? Yeah, just leave them alone. Come on inside, get some food. Heat stroke. Who has heat stroke? Quite a few people. Okay, get Bloodwell indoors quickly. Bloodwell, can you eat something quickly and then maybe have some ambrosia and then go straight to bed? Okay. So Bloodwell has a meal of mashed potatoes. Blue Nose Bear, the space janitor, is going to bed. Everyone's going to bed, to be honest. Alright. Yeah, sure, volume. Hang on. Male wild boar, there you go. No, that's not too bad. Let's get a piglet. Female wild boar. Male wild boar. There we go. Volume 13 wants to have the name of a wild boar that's going to be eaten. So I presume they have a vor fetish or something. There you go. Your bacon. Soon. Okay. Weird question, says Defaulty. Have I ever checked the metrics to see how much your subscribership jumps every time that I play RimWorld? No. Does it even break it down to that level of specificity? Dunno. Can someone clean up Faulty Man's room? It's disgusting. Okay, most people are in bed. The only two people that would be awake would be Egleb, the speaker, and Bloodwell, the bully, because they're both night owls. Egleb is currently working in the dark in the workshop, working on cloth t-shirts. And then we're going to make 2 dusters out of light leather. Let's not stay here for too long, though. Let's get the necessary dusters that they need, even if they're poor quality, and then send them out again. Okay. Oh yeah? Ottoson X? Oh dear. That's a shame. Hi there, horseman. Alright. So let people rest. Then we send out 2 alpaca. Yeah. Over to the nearby site, whatever it is. Hi there indeed, Ottoson X. Yes, you're looking at... So this is the location that all the bullshitteries come from. It's all stream footage. Not of this. So this is just me playing solo, of course, but when we play as groups. Alright. Good. T-shirts are ready. So we're making... we just had an abundance of cloth, so... Good. Currently stockpiled in Bloodwell's room, so we need to make some proper storage. Okay. Of the research, good. We're working on the phenocyclin. Wait, phenocyclin. It's the anti-malaria drug that we're all going to need, so it's going to be in great demand. Alright. What are you doing? Yeah, making some slate blocks. Let's try and get that piece of artwork made. So yes, today, folks, it wasn't that productive a day when it comes to editing. I'm currently working on Daisy Bullshittery Part 15, and I cut it together last week, so I've got a functional video that is watchable. It just has no text and animation. Now, what was meant to start today was a 15-day process in which I animate about 60 seconds per day. The video is 15 minutes long to, deliver it, essentially. So 3 weeks and then about a week and a half for QA. Now, I should be about 60 seconds into the video, but I'm not. The reason that I'm not is that I realized a few weeks ago that things have gone quite far with Adobe After Effects, and my skills feel quite rusty in regards to new things that are on offer that could speed things up. And one of the things... Okay, so basically, long story short, I was doing training, I suppose. I was trying to find a more efficient way of doing something. Now, Duckslayer, I don't know if he's listening, he might be. Duckslayer, one of my friends, sent me a thing. He sent me a... basically, when it comes to making the bullshitteries, what I do is I take an entire stream and I do something called nesting. It's just an Adobe Premiere term. You cut the scene that you want, right-click, and nest it. Basically, you make a new timeline that consists of just that clip. And the bullshitteries, and hell, many videos are just, like, in a row, lots of nested sequences being played one after the other. So, when all the streams go into a big folder, I just put them in a big folder called Unnested, and as I process them through Adobe Premiere and save the clips, I move them into a folder called Nested, so I don't mess with them. So there's Unnested and Nested. Now, some of the streams, I've got this bit of a specific problem. Some of the streams, the notes are bad. So I can't always get perfect notes when it comes to the stream. Maybe the notes were lost, maybe the notes were too vague, or in many cases, maybe there was something funny, but it's only funny if you set it up with something else that happened sooner. But of course, that something else that happened sooner, I didn't put a note because it wasn't funny at the time. It became funny in retrospect. So these things require me going through them to find the bits that I need, to find the elements that I need for cutting. I call these ones unnested and unscrubbed, because the process that I currently use to find the bits that I need is just a process that I call scrub. I'm sure it has a better name, but I call it scrubbing. Where I just go through it. I just go through the footage, speed it up by about 25%, so it goes squeaky voice, and then either watch it, or more, like when I'm doing housework or whatever, or more likely, I just put it on my headset and go walk the dog, do whatever, exercise. I've just got it. I'm listening to it in the background. That's not very efficient. Of the 175 live streams that I've got for the Daisy bullshittery, I think about 7 of them were unnested and unscrubbed. Each one at least 3 hours long. It's a lot of time. It's inefficient. And there are bits that are useful to me, I just don't know where they are. This is where Duckslayer came in. Duckslayer had an idea. What if you use this script thing that he's got to take the big MP4 file and generate a text-to-speech, or like a video-to-text thing, where it can just turn it all into a text file. Now, a text file isn't overtly useful to me, but I can search through that quickly. Like, for example, let's say there's a joke about a potato. Maybe the word potato was mentioned somewhere like 3 hours prior, and it can narrow the fuck down where I can scrub to find what I need. A little time saver. Potentially it could save me 3 hours of going through a thing to find exactly what I need. So today, the point that I'm trying to reach is that I was trying to go through and see if I could get this working. I was sort of messing with the thing that Duck gave me. Couldn't get it working yet, but potentially it could be quite useful. Now, there is an even lazier thing. There's another reason. Is that I was setting up Adobe After Effects to prepare doing the text and animation stuff that is my bread and butter. It's what I do for a living. I take the videos, and I could just cut them as normal videos, but I do text on it. That text has got to get typed. Now, in Adobe After Effects, which is the program that I utilize, what I do is I put down, let's say for example I put down a little square, an invisible square called a null object on Faultier Man. And most of my day involves tracking it in automated fashion or moving it manually. But the text above her head is a single layer. Back in the day, many years ago, in Sony Vegas or something, I would have to type basically a sentence for every thing that she says. So like if someone is talking quickly, I might potentially have to type 6 different layers or whatever. So each time, making sure that they say something and then it switches to the next layer. They say the next thing. Inefficient. Adobe After Effects has a thing called a source layer, where it essentially, you can put down a keyframe, type something, move 5 seconds later, put down another keyframe, type something, and it will basically cycle through it quickly. What I realized is that Duckslayer's tool could turn the raw, uncut bullshittery that I've edited into text. And if it can do that, then I can copy and paste it onto the source layer. And if I can copy and paste it onto the source layer, then all I need to do is Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V. I could very quickly, potentially, make the text layer fast. Obviously, it's not going to save me a huge amount of time, but every little counts. Oh, the bird's getting shot. So that was my objective today. I wanted to see if... the bird's running away. I wanted to see if the text tool could be utilized to make the text faster, essentially. If the video to text form could be something that I could then just copy and paste quickly onto a timeline. Oh no. I didn't know that. The castle warriors can get angry and they're attacking. Run! Run, 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 run. What are you attacking Comots for? He didn't do anything. Oh shit. Shoot it! Don't run away from it. You started this. Shoot it! Oh my god. Fucking hell. Ow. There's some deep scratches. Ah dear. Thank you, Bayer Man. Thank you very much, Bayer Man. Anyway, so point is, today I didn't go into a brute force editing. I decided to see if I could make the editing process a little bit more efficient. All right. That's what I'm hoping, Lord Vertuez. That's exactly what I'm describing, basically. Oh, make the text object. Oh, no, making the text object takes seconds. I've literally got a template. I just drag and drop from the existing font, the existing stroke, drag, drop. It's in, done. Right. Hi there, Jammer. Thank you for saying so, Jammer. Welcome indeed, Jammer Gamma. Okay. Let's stay focused. So let's get the people... Yeah, so I've got a bunch of guys that need to stay... Well, we need to get them dusters. How many dusters do we have? So keep them... Yeah, we've got 2 leather dusters. I mean, that one's poor quality. It'd be better if... Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be... Well, it does, because they need to wear their combat helmets. Okay. Just make sure that they can resist the hot temperatures on the way out to the next location. Okay, let's also get some more food. So... Oh, it's raining. Right. So, Faultier, could you please, once again, make sure that we have sufficient meals? Please get sufficient meals, and please force everyone to eat paste for a while. We need a Comots to get to full health before we send them out. Alright. Sir Hook, yeah, needs to be prioritized making the statue. Good, there we go. Yes, if you could work on that, please, Sir Hook. And let's add art. Yeah, so deprioritize growing. Yeah, please just work on the large statue. Alright. We have a rainy thunderstorm. Gonna start fires everywhere. Alright. Thank you, Dragon Philip. Right. Major break risk. Who is it? Bloodwell. Bloodwell the bully. What's wrong? Dull barracks, 8 raw food. Observed rotting corpses. Which rotting corpses? Oh, did we leave some corpses out? Oh, you must have, yeah, dumped a rotting corpse in the river. Let's also, yeah, go dump those animals over there. So please go dump rotting animal corpses. Put down a new zone here. So the important location to store corpses of animals only that are rotting. No fresh. Alright. Okay, Bloodwell, please go and relax. Please go eat some ambrosia fruit or something and try not to go mental on us. Thank you. Alright. Good. It seems we've processed most of the drugs. Alright. Dimtree is bringing in the neutroamine. Good, good. Let's also bring in the silver and make sure we've got a place to store the silver. Need to keep expanding in general. More storerooms, more everything, frankly. Let's put down a big storeroom over here. Stockpile zone for... What do we need? Clothing, sure. Silver. Yeah, so go store the silver over here at least. So silver... Yeah. How's the wealth curve? Let's have a look. Factions. So steadily climbing. Steadily climbing. What happened here? Manhunter pack, enemy raid. Alright. Right, so Dimtree the sheriff is off to carry them off. What's Wonderbart the child doing? Currently sky dreaming. Let's watch out for any predators. We have 3 panthers in the area now. Okay, there is a predator here. There's one here. Alright. Yeah, we need more defences, frankly. Our existing defences are not good enough. More bunker. Well, we have a bunker here. We need to extend this bunker further out, that's for sure. Okay, we don't have any limestone that we can currently utilise. Hi there, Hamona. Do I have any places to watch older streams, or is it only Twitch? There is a private website below for this purpose. So it's called The Closet. It's linked below. It's not the biggest website. You can, yeah, it obviously don't zerg it, because it's, yeah, the bit rate, whatever, bandwidth isn't huge. But it's an attempt to be a long-term archive that keeps it out of YouTube's ecosystem and algorithm. Because I'm rather eager not to just dump it on YouTube and, yeah, just mix up all the videos that I want people to see with a whole bunch of VODs that are just raw resources, essentially. Okay. That's true, Arkhama. We need to bring the stonecutter's table indoors. Alright. Okay, so... Slate, what's that? Granite. Yeah, maybe switch over this wall to the slate then. I'm currently only making slate, so... Yep, extend this wall this way. Build it up as best we can, then we'll move the bunker further out. Alright. Heatstroke, Pythonicus the Slave. It is quite warm. Good, man. Wait, Blue Nose Bear? You've got nothing... Okay, because we're low on steel. That's why you can't do building. Alright. Getting quite a bit of dye. How much do we actually have? 100... Yeah, we could probably start dyeing the walls the same colour. Have a look, Harmona. So, orders, paint building, pipette, same limestone colour. No, paint floor. Remove paint. Oh, is it not paint? Paint that light grey, see if it's the colour that we want. Oh no. Komots is off to insult people due to their poor mood. Damn. Currently insulting Egleb. Egleb insults back. So Komots viciously insults Egleb's father's leg hair. Egleb viciously insults Komots' grandparents. Okay, well the two of them are both wielding... Yeah, they both have maces. Okay, this might get out of hand. Komots is the brawler, so... Okay, he's leaving. That's true, but I can't order Komots to drop the mace. It's too late. Thank you, Seek. Grumpy says, I think it's a macing idea. A macing... Alright. Ah, good. We got... Yeah, so we got meals for the journey now. Good, good. So all we need to do... Well, wait until Komots has finished his thing. Yeah, we're going to attack a nearby hunting camp for their resources. Okay. Let's bring the... Shit. Let's bring the stonecutter's table indoors at the very least. Right. Oh, it does look pretty good. Yeah, just make it the limestone colour. Yeah, just a consistent paint job. So paint buildings, light grey. There we go. Make it look all nice. Actually, not that, because I need to replace that wood. Good. Oh yes, tell you today, Lulu has a pram thing, which is currently in the other room. And with the pram, so it's like her mobility pram, because she's got arthritis now. And I keep getting comments from people when they see her in it. It's obviously quite an unusual sight. But today, I had this accessory, which I used today, which I've not used since, and Lulu was very confused by it. It's a big, sort of thick plastic coat thing that goes on top of the pram to keep it dry in the rain. Because there was shitty, drizzly rain, and Lulu didn't know what to make of it. Basically, she was nice and dry and cozy in her pram, and I was getting, drizzled on. Ignoring the fire alert, it's fine. The lightning, put out. The rain will put out. Yeah, so she's got a little pram that's safe and dry and sheltered from the rain. Shit. Okay, now Egleb, the speaker, is off in a daze because he was recreationally starved. Oh, shit. Well, why didn't you do something then, dingus? Okay. Alright, well, 2 of my potential warriors are currently, well, 1 of my potential... Yeah, shitting hell. Yeah, we're going to have to wait until those mental breaks end before we do anything. Okay. It is what it is. We need more steel. That's what we really need. Comot's my miner is down. Damn. Well, not really, Pocket. They do recreation on their own. But, yeah. So we've got quite a bit of fish that we're catching, but we're not hauling it in. What's the kid doing? The kid's gone to bed. When you wake up, Wonderbark, could you please haul the fish? No. I see, it's outside. It's in... just out of reach. Alright. What do I use for a schedule Arcana? Currently anything. They're not specified to take dedicated recreation time. Indeed, Pocket. Yeah, we need to get them a TV. So I'm looking for the next trader that passes with a TV. Oh, yes. I wonder, now that we have power, do we have the ability to build radio communications? Oh, good. Produce phenoxycycline, a disease prevention drug which blocks plague, malaria, and more before they even start. Urgently needed. Okay. So, please go to the drug lab and queue up make phenoxycycline. Requires... Oh, fuck. Okay, 2 neutramine each. Yeah, per drug. Okay. Work amount 40. Very good. Please take to the best stockpile and do until we have... let's say 22. Okay. And make it top priority, please. We need that. Yeah, we need the anti-malaria drug. Why am I creating a double wall instead of unifying the existing one? This one here? It's fine. Just moving this out here. Then I'll remove this if I wanted to. Build the bunker out here. Alright. Plus, if anything... No, you're right. I need to double wall everything. Need to double wall that. Well, it is double... Yeah. Figure out what's going to be the final... Well, yeah, we need to do more work and then just start double walling everything. For the temperature. Keep the cool air in. What will the next research project be? Okay, so... Machining auto doors would be useful. Gunsmithing, very useful. Yeah, we should probably start working on machining. Is there anything beforehand that we really need? Psychoid brewing for the tea is always useful. Pemmican? Go juice? No. Pemmican could be very useful, but we do have refrigeration now. Pemmican. Start researching some pemmican. Alright. Also, now that we've got the watermill, do I have the ability to... Hang on. Power... I can make sun lamps. Might be worth thinking about... What's going on there? Oh shit. Oh no, 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 no. Fuck. Okay. Egleb and Komots have decided to fight. Komots, over here, is a 26-year-old escaped convict with a brawler stat and a burning passion for melee. And whilst Egleb also has the same skill in melee, he doesn't have the brawler stat. So my money's probably on Komots. Who started this? So Komots insulted Egleb. So yeah, you started it, Komots. Fuck. Not good. Don't hurt each other. Only hurt each other a little. Ouch, that's only painful. Oh my god. You got bit. Komots bit you. Can you two relax? Okay, they've stopped. Fuck, they fucked each other up. They really fucked each other up. Oh good, they got the catharsis bonus at least. Okay, get the fucking... Get over here. No, rest now. Get here now. Right, Blue Nose Bear will come and treat both of you. Idiots. Get in there where it's cool. Right. You fucking bit him, Komots? Right, there we go. Get in there. Where are you going, Egleb? No, no, no. Bed, now. Right, Blue Nose Bear, our only doctor, he's not great at it. Get over here and start tending to them, please. Make sure that, yeah, that infirmary is filthy. There's a bite wound on one of those men, so let's get it done. So, Hook, what are you doing? You're painting? Oh, of course, because you're an artist. Gotcha. Faultier Man the Slave, could you please come over here and start cleaning? Clean up everything. And who else? Pythonicus, could you move that? Oh, I see. There's no spot put to configure the dead mechanoid. Sorry, where do we shred this? Is it the machining table, which we don't have? Oh, yeah. Okay, put the dead mechanoid in the storeroom. What about this equipment? Hang on. Put clothing in the storeroom as well, for now. The silver needs to go from these shelves. Yeah, I'm not even sure what these shelves are for. Should probably link them up and then decide. Yeah, I think they're meant to be guns, aren't they? Yeah, hang on. Make all these guns. Link them. Yeah, it's the child's bedroom, so they're meant to be guns. So I don't know why there's a hole in the wall. Was that meant to be a vent? It's probably meant to be a vent. Yeah, for the air conditioning. Oh no, it used to be the door. That was it. Okay. Yeah, it's the child's bedroom, so make sure all the firearms are in there. Yeehaw. Right. Sorry, did I put the robot's corpse here? So, mechanoid corpses. Go move it over there. Well done, Faultier. Could you please move the die out of the door so it's not... There we go. So, status of the infirmary. Cleanliness slightly dirty. Somehow. Alright. Alright. So yeah, so Lulu rode in style today with her pram covered in a waterproof like plastic sheeting. So it was raining and yet she still got her walkies nice and dry. Bumped into a lady in the park who thought that I had a baby in the pram. I was like, no, it's for her. Yeah. How old is she, Millie? She's nearly 10. She turns 10 in a few days. Alright. Cool down. So far, so good, but we've just... Yeah, I want to send an away team off to go do some fighting. But my people are bickering and fighting, and now they're injured, so hooray. Right, so what's Blue Nose doing? Off to go, yeah. Getting distracted with medical bullshit. Yeah, get them fed. Bloodwell, why are you here? Oh, you still got gut worms. Okay. Get Egleb treated, because he's still bleeding from that bite wound. Visitors. Visitors are visiting. Hello. Greetings. Yeah, what else is happening? So I had a whole pizza before I started the stream. I could look at the box to see the calorie count, but I choose to live in ignorance. Thank you, Suspicious Rob. Thank you very much, Suspicious. We're expecting pretty heavy rain in the UK. I have a water butt in my garden. It's a butt for water. Yes, that's what it's for. It's a water butt. But I haven't hooked it up properly because I had to switch water butts because the previous one that I installed had a horrible crack in the bottom of it, which I tried to seal with this epoxy stuff. And it worked fine until the water butt was full of 210 litres of water, at which point it was enough pressure to burst through the crack and start leaking again. So I had to buy a new one. And the new one, I drilled a hole at a different... Basically, I didn't do it right. I was in a bit of a rush because I had to start a stream, so I quickly drilled a hole, and it's not lined up properly. What's supposed to happen is that the water flows from your gutter into the downpipe, the straight vertical downpipe made of PVC plastic, and then in the way you put a device which essentially it fills up like a cup, and there are two openings, you see, and the lower opening in the cup, it goes to your water butt, so the water flows that way. But when it reaches a certain level, it starts flowing back through the pipe. So the water butt gets completely full, and then the water starts flowing back, and that's when it overflows the second hole, which goes back down into the drain. So in doing so, the water butt gets full of rainwater, and then when it's full, it doesn't just leak, it just goes back down the drain and out again. But it does require that it's completely level. And I fucked that up. I didn't make it level. So I've got to go back and got to fix that. I've just got to find the time, because obviously work and, thank you, Master Raffle. Thank you very much, Master Raffle. Alright. Also this weekend, I was burying my potatoes. They're already buried. That's how potatoes grow. But you've got to bury them even harder. So you start off by obviously burying your potatoes, and they grow into big sort of plants that grow upwards. But after a certain amount of time, you need to bury them more. You need to pack more soil at the stem of the plant. I think it's because if the potatoes get too close to the surface, then they turn green, and the green shit is toxic for us. So you need to sort of bury them a little bit more. So I was doing that. I was sort of taking some soil and packing them around the potatoes to bury them even harder. Hi there, Kilted Pork. Thank you, Toxic. That's very kind of you, Toxic. How did the roofing and the solar project go? Unbelievably well. The roofers, whilst I was initially concerned, and whilst they did make a bit of a mistake by picking the wrong shade of roof tile, they picked something... I wanted a colour, and they got me that colour, but they got roof tiles that were a different shade than the one I wanted, which is disappointing, but they did a fantastic job. The roof is of exceedingly high quality. I know this because I can look at other roofs of the same type of tile, and I can see that my roof is so much better. They've done such a wonderful job. It's so neat. It's so professionally fitted. I feel the sort of the sin of pride looking at my roof and being like, my roof is fucking badass. So it looks amazing. One of the reasons it looks so amazing is that the other properties they've got, so around the edges, they've how to describe it. So in the UK, if you're not familiar, roof tiles, obviously, clay or what is it, slate or whatever, concrete, but they're different roof tiles, terracotta. And they're overlapped in such a way that some of them are nailed down, but not all of them. So if you imagine horizontal battens of wood, so horizontal planks, you nail the tiles into them, but then each subsequent layer sort of hooks onto the next tile. So the water hits the top tile, flows down, and there's no gap to get in because it's basically overlayered like scale armor, I suppose. And then you nail every third row. So it's all held down, yes, but it's essentially all the tiles are sort of weighing down each other. Now, on the corners, in order to get the corners, what you do is you have like a curved shape. So you don't have like a straight corner triangle one. It's too fragile. So you put like a curved, like a semicircle of tiles. And how traditionally you would attach them is that you would put mortar, you would put cement mortar around the edges. Now, the problem is cement mortar cracks over time. And obviously you've got to keep repairing it, and there's freeze-thaw erosion, acid rain, stuff like that. Things will chip away at the mortar. So, often the mortar patched up looks incongruous with the rest of the roof, is the point that I'm getting at. Anyway, so my builders, when they were putting it up there, they stopped and they went, we need to go and get the right type of mortar. And I went, okay. And then they went away. They came back a few hours. I saw them mixing up the mortar. They were putting it on the roof. What I didn't know is that it's dyed. They got a type of mortar that is the same colour as the roof tiles. They colour matched it. So it's completely concealed. It's camouflaged in with the tiles. That's why it looks so amazing. All these other roofs just have fuck it, mortar, whatever. And it looks so weird because you've got like orange or like light, like white mortar, which gets lighter as it ages, I presume. And it looks crap. But basically my point is they took time to colour match with the tiles. So yeah, the roof is like proper fucking holy shit, guys. You did great. It was really good. Also, I just need to pop the aircon on because it is quite warm. Sorry for the sound in the background. Let me just turn it down to its lowest setting. Hang on, how do I do this? Hang on, there we go. And silent mode. There we go. Right. Anyway, after that, I had some well, technically at the same time because they had to work together. I had like guys installing solar panels, and they also did an amazing job. The solar panels look amazing. I'm thrilled. I'm really, really thrilled. Okay, so Blue Nose Bear the Builder, what are you currently doing? I need to give you more tasks, so for that we need more bricks. Ah, the visitors are here. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, before that social fight and before I got distracted. Damn it, now we have a mad parrot. The game doesn't want me talking about this. Basically, we've got access to sun lamps and we've also got access to the river, so we've got quite a lot of power at our fingertips if we wanted it. I wonder if it might be a good idea to intentionally seal off an area with a for a sun lamp and start growing something a bit more fragile. What about devil strands? I mean, where are we going to put it? Needs to be on fertile soil. Or hydroponics bays. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we need lots of steel that we just don't have. And Comots is down and out. So it's not going to be a quick thing. Yeah, I'm just saying our power... We're going to be in full power for a long time because this river's not going anywhere. Yeah, if these watermill generators make 1,100... Oh no. Mad Parrot, look out. Doesn't give a shit. Viper, the 32-year-old bloke, does not give a shit. Okay. Devil Strand would be good. Who has the highest cultivation skill? Sir Hook has the highest cultivation skill with a burning passion and skill of 14. Alright. Yes, it might be worth strongly considering getting an internal protected sun lamp. That's true, Nick. Yes, it would be true. But a lot of situations, especially, yeah, I mean, we would obviously have to protect the watermills. Worth considering. Okay. So, where is there's the stone cutter. Yeah, we really just need steel. We're so low. Bloodwell, what are you doing? You're currently researching. You still feel like... Oh, it's the gut worms. That's the problem. Can you go and eat some ambrosia and try to relax? Alright. Oh yeah, headspaces? Oh no, did you? I'm not sure that's such a good thing, because multiplayer RimWorld... Well, I haven't played it, but I get the impression that it's not the best way to be introduced to the game. Okay, Sir Hook, the elderly author, is off to go get some nutrient paste, which consists of mashed potato. Blue-Nosed Bear is making our first batch, I presume, of phenocycline, which we really need. And we need some lights in there as well. It's bloody dark. Alright. Let's also queue up... Okay, we already have mining tasks over there for Comots. Can we... Right, start mining this way, please. There we go. Looking for any... Well, we're getting the raw resources, but we're looking for any steel. How bad are their injuries? Severe pain. Still pretty bad. Yeah, they're going to be resting for a while. Egleb, you may as well preach health. Can you preach health to yourself? I can do it. Okay, you're both sleeping. Oh, no, wait. Not of the same ideologian. Alright. Well, you can try to convert him. Comets, you're a piece of shit, and I hate you, but your religion is wrong. You should join us. That's the... bed. Or not but, and, I guess. Faultier just ate raw food. Why did she do that? You can eat paste. We have paste. Okay, so is that the first batch of neutroamine? Let's get the dosage. Yeah, get the first dose out to everybody. Takes ages, Jesus. Wait, Blue Nose, are you the best person to be doing that? No, well, Burning Passion 18 on construction. Holy shit. Shame about the arm. Why are you doing that? It's because you've got nothing better to do. There you go. Where is it going? This storeroom? No, don't bother. Yeah, don't worry about storing it there. So, of the drugs, don't worry about storing the phenocycline in there. Put it in this storeroom over here. Yeah. Okay. So we have 4 doses. A drug for preventing infections before they take hold. It blocks malaria, sleeping sickness, and plague. Must be taken every 5 days to remain effective. This drug only prevents new infections. It does not cure existing infections, even those that have not yet... even those that are not yet discovered. Okay. So malaria, sleeping sickness, and plague. We're going to need a lot of these, so neutroamine is going to be extremely valuable to us. Right, Blue-Nosed Bear, take one of the pills and swallow it. Sir Hook, one of the pills, grab it. Okay, Egleb. Right, let's go. Sir Hook is grabbing one. That's true, we can automate them, but what's the point? We don't have the phenocycline available right now. So I've got to pick and choose who I'm giving it to. Alright. There we go. So phenocycline induced immunity to certain illnesses. This only blocks new infections. Alright. Good. Right, most people are in bed, apart from Bloodwell and Egleb, who are currently awake. Egleb is in severe pain and is playing a bit of chess. We don't have a TV. We don't own a TV. Comots, you're also in severe pain. You're sleeping right now. Oh, I see. Egleb, yeah, okay. I mean, sure. Yeah, do that. It's more important. So how fast is Egleb at making them compared to Blue-Nosed Bear? A little bit faster? We need some lights on in there. You can't see shit. Alright. So yeah, again, for those joining, we're a raider supremacist faction called the Hand of Hooke. This place is called Hook's Hold. We're still sort of holding on for dear life, gradually trying to expand. If we had a build... Well, a Blue-Nosed Bear with a skill of 18 is pretty good. The problem isn't a bad builder. The problem is lack of raw resources. We need to keep building. Let me swap out the slate blocks only to all blocks, please. Make as many as we can. Alright. Do I use any mods, Patriots? No, currently there are no mods. Apart from the progress renderer, which just takes a snapshot. That's it. So for an animation later. I am, however, using what is it? Ideology DLC, along with the Odyssey and Biotech, I believe. But no royalty, and I can't remember the name of the other one, sorry. That one with monsters? Alright. Okay, Comots, could you please wake up? Go and get something to eat. Comots the convict. Wake straight up there. Anomaly, thank you, chat. Hi there, Helio. Also, in my garden, I have a trellis that I've assembled, a plastic trellis that came in little pieces. And at the base of the trellis, I planted a cucumber plant that my mum bought me. My mum and I are having a friendly competition to grow the biggest cucumber. And the other day, my mum was in the garden and sort of looking at the cucumber plant, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you need to pull off the lowest leaves on the vine, you see." And I was like, "Get the fuck off my cucumber plant." She's clearly trying to sabotage my cucumbers. Obviously. So also, I'm not taking it seriously. This is a friendly competition. I totally haven't used the tubes from the ant farm to sort of dig down to the roots and have like a quick way of watering them. I haven't set a little alarm on my phone to make sure that I'm giving it the exact literage of water over the course of the afternoon. I totally haven't researched potassium-based fertilizers, liquid fertilizers, and nitrogen-based fertilizers for leaf growth. I haven't done any of these things. Friendly competition. I also haven't positioned the cucumber plant in a position to receive the most sunlight. Right. A monkey has been self-tamed. Alright, well it has to happen. I was trying to tame... so, we've had Quebec, the guinea pig with a drug problem. We've had Jinx, the alpaca, who got immediately eaten by a panther. I tried to tame Mag, the tortoise, but he's still somewhere. Digi was going to be a panda, but he whinged that he didn't want a creature that doesn't fuck. So which of my clanmates is going to be the fucking monkey? Oh, it can only be... There's only one. There's only one clanmate. There's only one clanmate with the temperament of a monkey. Right. Hey, Sai. We can train it to be an attack monkey. No, a comfort monkey. Right. Here you go. Get the monkey inside the base. Right. Is that racist? He would scream so, yes, immediately. But then again, he does for everything. I was looking at some DayZ footage the other day where I critiqued him for not stocking the ammunition properly, and he immediately screamed racism. And I think me and SWAT looked at each other and went, "It's only like 1:30. Is this racism already?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a bit early." Alright. Good. Okay, we have more phenocycline now. I mean, obviously, we don't have any more neutroamine coming after this, so... Phenocycline... Wonderbart, the child, please come over. Are we giving phenocycline to the slaves? We may as well. There we go. Yes, malaria... Yeah, malaria and the plague and sleeping sickness can be real problems in the jungle biomes. Okay. So once you guys are healed, or at least got, in a little bit of pain, I'm going to send you out on your away mission. Right. Shit. Okay, do we have, what happened to Mag? We tried to tame Mag, but it's quite difficult to tame a tortoise, apparently. Yeah, Mag is still here. Where is Mag? Mag is literally here. Okay, Sir Hook, can you quickly try to tame Mag? It's an old tortoise. Here we go. So Sir Hook is trying to tame Mag with some kibble. 14% chance. Yeah, it's quite tough. Okay. Big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch. Right. Yeah, for those who are joining the stream, who are not familiar with who that is. Hey, sweetie. Her name is Lulu. She is a nearly 10-year-old Frenchie. She's doing her best, but she's a bit frail now and quite wobbly. The vet says she has vestibulitis, or old dog syndrome. Thank you, Aquitius Twitch TV. That's very kind of you, Aquitius. And thank you, Hemolun2 and R-Milk. Thank you for your kindness, folks. Yeah, so she's got vestibulitis, so she's wobbly on her feet now, and she tends to sort of lean to the right side. And back when it was in its most acute phase, when I went to go get some antibiotics, she gave me one hell of a scare because I thought she was having strokes in the middle of the night. Her eyes were boggling, and she was falling over, and yeah. It turns out that no, she just was losing her balance when she was trying to move around, and an emergency trip to the vet later. Yeah, she's doing her best, but obviously she's having some difficulties with her age. Yes, you getting comfortable? I think she needs a bath. That's what she needs. She's a bit grubby and dusty. Need to give her a proper bath. She's not gonna like that. You're right. Oh yeah, and she's got that as well. Old throat muscles. Yeah, you're right, sausage. Oh, fuck. Faultier the slave is off to have a tantrum and will destroy the watermill generator. Oh, no, you fucking don't. Egleb, you're pretty wounded. Can someone else do this? Dimtree the sheriff, where are you? Dimtree, arrest Faultier. Do not let her destroy the watermill generator. Okay. So she's kicking the crap out the generator. So Dimtree with the shotgun, so a sheriff wanders over and apprehends. Right, you're coming with us. Yep. Going the right way for a smack bottom. Alright. Dimtree herself is also upset. Body modder frustration. Flesh is so limiting. I wish I had some kind of artificial body part. Alright. Again, Blue Nose Bear is working on neutroamine, but that seems like a very... Yeah, we need a building project, but we need bricks to do that. We do have some bricks, but not that many. Shit. I mean, what about wood? Wood's not ideal, but... Hang on. Ah! Why not? Go claim some nearby resources, then. Go claim these resources, please. Blue Nose. And then go deconstruct those resources. That's something you can do. And also don't forget the floor as well. Remove the floor. All of this is useful. Off you go. Thank you, Zamori Thelp. Thank you very much, Zamori. Thank you for your kindness. Yeah. Hang on. Good, good. Alright. got quite a few crops growing. Good. Some more psychoid leaves, so some more drugs soon. Alright. Quite a bit of cotton needs to go into storage. We'll get those turned into, clothes as quickly as we can. Make this the low priority storage zone for lots of things, including textiles. So, manufactured textiles, because I think we're going to have a bit of a, we're going to be swamped by them soon. Have I done fishing lately, Chives? A couple of weeks ago with my brother. He caught 2 carp and I caught... It's not important. Okay, well done, Dimtree. Ah, there's no place to store... Yeah. Yeah, we need proper storage locations. Raw resources, items... Yeah, books... Buildings? Yeah, put furniture over there as well. Okay. Hi there, Messy Essie. Hope you're well. Right. Also, on the road that I live on, rumours going up and down the street that a couple of days ago, like three or so days ago, not my immediate neighbour, but the neighbour after that, has died. There was an ambulance parked on the street quietly, and it's like a couple. They're not like a super duper old couple. They're older than me, but they're not super duper old. But it turns out the mother died of cancer. It's a bit, oh, holy shit. Yeah, cancer sucks. Johnny, it's just an old in-joke. Someone in the pre-stream chat fucked up the word hello and said hecky, and we just took the piss out of them and it just stuck. Who was it that did that again? I think it's been so long. It's been years. Casanova, regular in the chat. He fat-fingered the keyboard and we just take the piss. Hello, apparently, Shojua. Who's puking now? Oh, Bloodwell. You're still gutworms? Still gutworms. You just puked all over Sir Hook. That's delightful. Okay. 7 years ago? No. Fuck off. Don't do this to me. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you very much, Tasha. Come on, I want to send this away mission out so we can see some killing, but I can't while my warriors are in pain. Because obviously, if they the pain is the health bar, so if they get in trouble in battle. Okay, good. So Blue Nose Bear, yeah, use those resources to build this wall. Then we'll have additional storerooms, additional bedrooms, additional whatever we need. Do the gutworms not need actual treatment? Yes, but there's only so much you can do. It'll go away over time. Oh, that's a fucking really bad one. Fuck off. Holy shit, fuck off. Fuck. Okay, that is one of the most dangerous events. A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed nearby. Your colonists can feel it in the back of their minds, extorting unspeakable acts. There must be an onboard machine persona with psychic projection ability, and this persona is not friendly. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware it will probably defend itself. The hell are these things? I've never seen these. There are different types of robots. Can we make a mortar? No, we're nowhere near that tech. We have no EMPs? Randy, that's a difficult one, bro. That's a really difficult one. We do have grenades, mercifully. They might be our savior. Okay. That's a very dangerous event. Okay. So what exactly are we dealing with? What are these? So a pikeman, I understand. We get that in melee, we can pretty much neutralize it. That should not be an issue. A lancer, I also understand. Similarly, get it in melee and it won't be an issue. So 2 lancers, a pikeman. What the fuck are these? A legionary. A combat support mechanoid with a wide range bullet shield and mid-range needle gun, designed to support other mechanoids. The legionary is vulnerable to anyone who can get inside its shield. Oh, really? Okay. And this thing? A Cyclops. A frontline combat mechanoid named for its large optical array. The Cyclops specializes in counter-shield attacks. It takes a long time to lock onto a target, but once locked on, it fires a near-endless barrage of shield-piercing beams. Cool. Yes, by the sounds of it, and a Scorcher. What's this? A close-approach war mechanoid that specializes in incendiary attacks. Its flame burst attack has little reach, but once it closes on a group of defenders, it can ignite and disrupt them with blasts of searing flame. Yikes. Yes, it does sound like a melee fight. So what I think we should do is, as soon as possible, get as many melee weapons, blunt melee weapons as we can, get together, and take on, basically get them locked down in melee, as many as possible locked down in melee. Maybe fling a couple of grenades before we go on in. Or maybe try to take them out quickly in melee whilst pounding these ones with grenades. And then bring the melee over. It's going to be tricky. What do I do? I need to decide. Do I engage each of them in melee? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 of them. No, we can't. We cannot wait, Mammoth. We cannot wait. Okay. Obviously, we have to wait for a few of the medium pain, egg libs. Yeah, so get a little bit better, but we have to go in soon, very soon. Oh, it's only affecting people who are female. That's very useful because we don't have that many females. We have 2. Okay. Right. Okay. Right, so yeah, just get prepared as best we can. What about... hang on. What would it take to produce... Where's the tailoring bench? No. I'm just thinking if we can get some tougher armor. Where does one make the... Hang on. What am I looking at? Where's the smithy? Where did I put the smithy? Here's the smithy. What about plate armor? Where's plate armor? No, it requires a whole bunch of steel that we just don't have. No, we're just going to have to fight with what we've got, I think. No, we don't have a comms console, lard bucket. And no allies, even if we did. Okay. Build mortars? We don't have that technology. Right. Okay. Let's get equipped then. So with our maces, yeah, focus on our best fighters, yeah. Okay, so Bloodwell, you've got flak vest. Yep, you're equipped already because you still have your soldier's gear. Comots, where's your... Okay, it's a poor quality flak jacket. Yeah, we don't really have that many flak jackets either. Flak vest, pump shotgun. Yeah, it's definitely a melee fight. So Dimtree, the sheriff, could you please go and retrieve that good quality steel mace? Right. Alright. Dimtree's got that psychic drone in her brain. Could you please go eat some ambrosia fruit and try to ignore it? Alright. Will the Scorcher fire in close range? No melee weapons operate in close range if they're in melee. They have to fight in melee. We can lock them in melee. That I know of. Unless something's changed, because obviously a lot has changed. Okay, what about maces? No, we're going to have to go with clubs. check the clothing. Pigskin is one of the best for blunt damage. Is it really? That's good. You sure? Shit, faulty man's puking everywhere. Can someone let her out? Enslave her again. Damn it, she's now catatonic. Alright, you know what? Just put her in a bed and yeah. Put her in a bed, feed her, and leave her. Shit. She's incapable of violence anyway, so just leave her in there. Okay, so we wait at least a couple of days until the... Okay, it was already on a little bit of pain. Yeah, basically reduce the injuries as best we can. And then we go. So just manage Dimtree's mood. Alright. Need that fire to go away anyway. Alright. 10 says, I'm pretty sure that the fire can shoot in melee. Okay, then we're going to have to try and melee it. It's going to be tricky. I'm really hoping we don't lose anyone. Alright. Cyanide the monkey. We need to give Cyanide a proper bed. So Eggleb is making some phenocycline. Good, good. Make sure we get a whole bunch. Is it better to face them in open ground rather than fighting them at the base door? So the AI might have changed a lot, but they will defend the ship. It's only when the ship reduces to a certain health value that they abandon the ship and attack. There's no way we'll be able to reduce that ship's... Actually... No, that won't work. I was going to say, if we could outrange them, but we can't because they've got pikemen and lancers. They outrange us. Why are they in a fire? They just crash landed there from orbit. Can I drop a cargo pod on it? We are pre-cargo pods. No. Yes, they don't burn either, yeah. Shame we don't have any EMPs. A war trader with EMPs would be very useful right about now. Do we have the ability to... Hang on. Xenogenetics? What am I looking for? Biosculpting. What the hell is a hunter drone? Hunter drones. Jesus. No, we need more steel anyway. Alright. At least it's not a male psychic drone. Could be way worse. Right. Does placing chem fuel beside it cause an explosion? No. One would need to detonate something. But even still, what's the point? They would wake up the moment that you try to build anywhere near them. Chem fuel won't harm synthetics. Mortars would be effective, but again, we don't have mortars. If we we don't even have a machining table. All right. Why are the alpaca? Oh no, it's just not tamed. Okay, they need either a bigger pen or more hay grass over there. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. So, because of the inspiration, Sir Hook has finished his sculpture, and it's of masterwork quality. Okay. I'll read that when it gets to its destination. Where's he taking it? Well done. A masterwork quality slate large sculpture. Let's place it over in the rec room. So we have a lovely rec room. Stick it right there. Sir Hook, if you'd like to do the honours. Right. Here we go. So a large. So this makes the rec room and the dining room So extremely impressive. So impressiveness, extremely impressive and rich. Which means that all the colonists have very impressive dining room and very impressive rec room. So a permanent stat increase, well, a mood increase of 10. Right. The artwork. Sadness number, fuck me, 1,142, 8? On this sculpture is an artwork of a mighty black scorched stone surrounded by smoke and ash. 9 figures approach from a nearby prairie. The image relates to a meteorite falling near Komots's village on the 14th of April. May. Oh. Bit boring. You quite literally named a work of art Bloodwell's sexual preferences and made it a bunch of donkeys surrounding him while he looks hopeful. Yes, it's a goose. Yes. I'm a goose. Alright. Hi there, Maya. You better be the next animal or I'll riot. Hope you're well. What can we make? What do you... Is there something that we can... Hang on. See, with Cyanide Super Hot Girlfriend, I need to pick something complimentary. We could try to tame something, Maya, but do you want a panda? Female panda? Do we want a panda? So we can try a panda. There are panthers, but they're way too fucking dangerous. Cassowaries, peacocks, chinchillas, cobra, guinea pig, rats. That's weeb, says Maya. What, the panda? Yeah. There's a cobra. You want a female cobra? Oh, Jesus, you're miles away. Can you be a rat? Really keeping a rat? Where's a rat? Maya wants to be a rat. Hang on. Weird, but okay. That's a male. That's a female. It's closest. Attempt to tame a rat. I don't know if you saw, Maya, but I tamed a monkey and called it Cyanide. Because it flings shit. There we go. Also, sorry, while you're here, Maya, thank you again for your gift a few years ago. The air fryer is still being used in the kitchen. I just prepared some air fried. So I chopped up some chicken, dipped it in a bit of olive oil, and air fried it for Lulu. She just devoured the whole thing. I dropped the bowl here. It didn't even touch the sides of her throat. Just straight. So Lulu appreciates the air fryer. So thank you for your kindness. Yeah. Maya, I knew Cyanide would say that at the very least. Yeah, see, I would personally have rat. I would keep a rat. I can see that I would probably love to keep a rat, but again, the lifespan thing. If only they were longer lived. By the time you've got attached to them, it's over, you know. Maya says you still use your baby rice cooker. Good. Wait, sorry, did I get you the rice cooker? Because I bought, forgive me, my memory's hazy. I bought someone a slow cooker and someone a rice cooker. I'm not sure if it was Alistair the rice cooker or was it you the rice cooker? And then I got Cake the pasta maker. Hang on. There we go. So how difficult is it for Sir Hook to tame a rat? Here we go, offering some kibble. Okay, we need to go deal with this problem. Yeah, same, Maya. Okay, how difficult? It is a difficulty of 27%. Pretty tricky. Gotta try again later. Okay. I told a story about giving Alistair the rice cooker, and he told me that he didn't like rice. No, I don't think he said that. Serious pain. Yeah, get to bed, dude. I can't force you to go to bed. Okay, we need to do something about this psychic ship. The fire's gone out. Okay. So, Sir Hook, you're going into battle with that club. Your melee abilities are pretty piss. Okay. Maybe it would be better if Sir Hook went in with the grenades then. So, Sir Hook, equip the frag grenades. Blue-Nosed Bear, you've got much greater shooting ability. Stay with the shotgun. You can use that in extreme close range. Egleb, melee ability, you have the mace. Bloodwell, melee ability, mace. Comots, you're a brawler. Obviously, you've got the mace. Dimtree, you did have the shotgun. Now you've got the mace. Wonderbart is a child. Grab a club. Do we have a club? Yes, the child is joining us in battle. Actually, a change of plan. Sir Hook, keep the club. The child, Wonderbart, is getting the grenades. It's going to be a lesson for everybody, I feel. Pythonicus the slave, we are giving you... Yeah, we also need to give you something. A club would be ideal. There is a sword. They are resistant to a sword. Okay, can we get something? Anything? We don't really have the time. Okay, take a gladius. Yeah. No, better yet, take a shotgun. Alright. Right, let's get ready to go. Now, we definitely want it to be... So what's the time? So it's the evening. Shit. Let it be morning for the sake of accuracy. Okay. So try to keep people's moods, decent, and then we go in. Can you enclose one of the robots? No, not really. They'll wake up, and I need to get close, because they'll outrange us in battle. Alright. So let Bloodwell sleep. Okay, everyone is subsequently... change over all work to recreation, or at least mostly recreation. Just keep moods as high as possible in preparation for battle. Okay. Maya says, we're moving in 10 days. Speaking to Dodge, you need to come over and hang after. Yeah. Well, I hope your move goes smoothly, Maya. A slave rebellion is likely because of the gun. Okay. Yeah. Let's drop the shotgun for now, though. You'll pick it up just before we leave. Drop the shotgun. And Blue-Nosed Bear, bring in the shotgun. Right, haul it in. Right. I just hope it's going to go okay. Bloodwell, you're in a bad mood. Yep, just get recreation, then get some food. Don't have a mental breakdown. I need you ready. Right, go get some food. Have a simple meal. I order you to have a good meal. Okay, Dimtree, you too. Play chess. Get some ambrosia. No one have a mental breakdown. We go in the morning. Battle commences in the morning. Good. Keep moods high. Let people turn in. Get a full night's rest. Bloodwell is working in the research, so Bloodwell the tribal bully. Synthetics are not to be trifled with. They are dangerous. Bloodwell, can you bring food? Good. Finish researching pemmican. Make pemmican, a preserved mixture of meat and plant matter that doesn't go bad for a long time. Great for traveling. Native American thing, I believe. All right. Feeding potatoes. Why potatoes? Oh, damn. The nutrient paste dispenser has malfunctioned. Okay, top priority. Please get that fixed. We need that fixed urgently. We'll have to do it in the morning. Alright. Maya, the place that you and Cyanide are moving to, is it nice? I think you might have moved a couple of times since I last saw you. I think. Might be wrong. Okay. I was going through the DayZ footage, Maya, and I found that clip where Cyanide was talking about you, and then you walked into the room and stood behind him, and you could just hear like the panic in his voice when you just went, "Hi," and he's like, you can hear him just going, "Oh no." He was talking shit, and you turned up like a meme behind him. All right. Okay, so for those joining the stream, you're looking at a faction of supremacist raiders who are following, I'm going to say for the sake of roleplay, the writings of Sir Hooke, the science fiction author. So to them, they're creating this sort of ruled by strong, like the strong conquering the weak slaver society. We are, however, quite vulnerable, and we do have one of the worst possible events on our doorstep. Mercifully, they're sleeping, and mercifully, they are stacked heavily in the range, so we plan to go in the morning on first light and go into melee with them. But things can go wrong, easily go wrong. So there's 6 of them. I need to make sure that we are capable of locking all 6 in melee. Hopefully. They're relatively weak in melee, but they're not helpless in melee. So hopefully no one gets too badly hurt. Alright. I also need to consider, it might be a good idea to go for the weakest first, the Lancers, sending both of my Brawlers to quickly battle them so that they can basically start rolling them up. That's probably going to be my plan. Like, get the Brawlers to gang up. Yeah, get the Brawlers to gang up on the weakest and then move from one, roll them up, essentially. Get everyone ganging up and surrounding. The Scorcher is the biggest threat in melee, says Intent. Well, how squishy is it? That's what I need to know. The Scorcher, that does sound like a big threat. Health-wise, can I see its health value? Race, body size, mass. Mass 61.50. 68 kilograms. This one is 62. 70. I'm going to assume there's a correlation between their mass and their health. Okay, so maybe I should jump the Scorcher. Alright. Okay. So, everyone wake up soon and go and get some food. Bloodwell, could you go and get some food? Ah, damn, how are we going to get food? We just have to eat the meals. Alright. Burning says, newbie question, is the ancient shrine an immediate threat to the colony or can you ignore it? If you're referring to the ancient danger that appears on the map, you can ignore it. Consider it a sealed issue until someone breaks the wall, at which point the threat, whatever it may be, will be revealed. Bear in mind that it is not always necessarily a threat. Sometimes you can open it and find no threat but treasure, for example, that sort of thing. I've had that before. Regardless, consider it to be a landmine. Don't poke it until you're ready. Alright. Right, so one by one, people are going to start waking up. How many components do I have in storage? I know not. Can I have... Blue Nose Bear, can you see if you can wake up quickly? Where are you going? You're going... over there. Okay. Yeah, see if you can get the paste dispenser. Alright. Yeah, but over here, folks, so I'm working on the DayZ bullshittery. Yeah. As mentioned, I didn't do a huge amount of work today because I was trying to do some efficiency-improving tasks, setting up some templates, and generally trying to research a potential new tool to assist me with the editing. If I have the ability to convert my MP4 files into text files, that would be very handy. Alright. Sir Hooke is trying to eat some kibble. Please do not do that. Right. Please go and get a decent meal. while Blue Nose attempts to fix the machine. Right, let's get ready to go. So I really hope that things go okay. Blue Nose Bear, fix the paste machine. Right, here we go. Could everyone please go and get something to eat? Right, I can't force them to eat paste, that's the trouble. Everyone who's hungry, come and get something. Dimtree. Dimtree, could you get ambrosia as well? The voices in your head are getting louder. Right. The slave is eating paste. After that, please have the slave pick up the shotgun. Rendering a map image. That's just the mod. Okay, then equip the pump action shotgun. Right, let's get together. Sir Hook, let's go. Right, Eggleb, let's go. Bloodwell, let's go. Commox the convict, let's go. Dimtree the sheriff, let's go. Yep, you're good. Wonderbart the child with grenades, let's go. Pythonicus, grab the shotgun. Okay, Blue Nose Bear, you're almost out of time. We'll wait for you to finish your meal, but hurry. Everyone get together. That's all. Pythonicus, let's go. All of you wait inside the air conditioner. In fact, wait inside the rec room. In fact, all of you just stare awkwardly at Blue Nose Bear as he eats. Right. Did we tame the rat? I'm afraid not, Maya. We've got some bigger concerns. We'll try to tame the rat soon. Okay. So Sir Hook, the leader of the colony, stands there. Let's go. Fully armed and ready. The whole colony moves. We're going to follow the main path outwards, cross the swamp, cross the river, and head towards the intruders in the burnt-out clearing. Something fell from the sky. Right. Let's go. Hopefully not. Hopefully things will be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 people. So hopefully, well, there's 6 of them. So we can definitely lock them all down in melee. But whether or not everyone will survive okay. Right. Wonderbart, do not throw the grenades until I give you authorization to throw the grenades. Everybody wait for Sir Hook on this side of the river. We cross together. Alright. Slave rebellion likely. Pythonicus, you are surrounded by people with steel maces. No matter how good you think you are with the shotgun, I would strongly advise saving it. Alright. Let's go. Quest, what's this? Peace talks with the Kooten tribe. We'll deal with that later. Right. Now bear in mind that things could have changed since last time I played the game, so let's use an abundance of caution. Bloodwell has a major break risk. Damn it, dude. Why didn't you get food? Alright. Is anyone carrying any food? Sometimes they pick up spare meals. Potatoes, raw food over there. Not good enough. Maybe get some berries while we wait. Pythonicus, can you quickly go and get some berries? Harvest those berries. Outside of the allowed area. Okay, everyone is now allowed in the, well, unallowed area. Harvest the berry bushes. Everyone go here. Okay. Bloodwell, please eat the berries. Don't try to convert the child. It's rude. There we go. Bloodwell eats the berries. Alright. Good. There we go. Feels a little bit better. So again, for those who are joining the stream, we're about to battle a bunch of synthetics who will be offline until we cause a tick of damage on them. I think. Everyone make sure you fucking hold fire until I order you. Thankfully, they are heavily stacked in the melee, so I'm hoping that if we can lock them down in the melee, they cannot utilize their shotguns and their flamethrowers and shit. Right, step forward a bit closer. Carefully. So the burnt soil crunches underfoot. Okay, so now I need to plan this carefully. Very fucking carefully. So Hook, you will be doing the combat command. Create an aura that boosts the combat skills of everyone nearby. The effect lasts for 24 hours and remains attached to the leader for the duration. Do it now. Inspire them. There we go. Right, so I need Comots and Bloodwell as my heavy hitters, so both of them are brawlers with their maces. I want you two to move this way. Go. Blue-Nosed Bear, here. Egleb, here. Dimtree, the sheriff, here. Wonderbart, go this way. Pythonicus, stay. So Hook, stay close because you're the slowest one. Okay, Dimtree and Egleb, they look at each other. The sheriff and the speaker go this way. Bloodwell, don't you dare have a mental breakdown. We need to hurry. Bloodwell's getting cranky. Move this way. Right, you two, keep those two locked down. That's what I need you to do. Wonderbart is going to open this shit with a grenade. Okay. Get ready. Pythonicus, move. Hook, move. Everyone get closer, but not too close enough for the grenade. Everyone's tense. This is tense. Here we go. Right. So, 1, 2. Here we go. So a nod is given. Wonderbart, fling a grenade as best you can. Here we go. Grenade. Going. He throws the grenade. Right, then hold fire. No more grenades. Good. Right, then... Careful. Now, here we go. They're up. So, what have we done? We've done a bit of damage, a lot of damage. Okay, here we go. So, quickly rush in as close as you can so you cannot miss. Right, you two run straight in there. Comots run past and go for this one. Blue-Nosed Bear, get that one in melee. Let's go, push them. Dimtree, shit, look at that. It's charging up its weapon. All in, all in, all in. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, that creature, the Scorcher, led off a flamethrower attack, which has burnt Pythonicus, but he's otherwise okay. A Lancer shot screams oh, shit. Holy crap, a massive hole has been blown in Blue-Nosed Bear's chest. Okay, Sir Hook is too slow to get over there. Okay, let's keep this one locked down in melee. Bloodwell, okay, just beat it down quickly. Sir Hook, can you get in there? Is that one dead? No, it's still up. Shit, yeah, big, oh, get in, everyone in. Pythonicus, are you on fire? He's panicking, he's on fire. Okay, keep them in melee. Right, you guys all just deck that one as quickly as you can. Okay, they're all in melee. Don't let them shoot. Okay, now they can't shoot. One down. So Hook swings and brings the Lancer down. Assist the child. Pythonicus is running around screaming. Fuck. Okay, Blue-Nosed Bear is down. What happened? So Blue-Nosed Bear, the janitor, has a massive fucking hole in his chest. According to the log, the Lancer slammed him in the right fist. He fell immediately, but he's still alive. Okay, Comots and Bloodwell, the bully and the convict, bring that Lancer down. Everyone's fighting independently and Pythonicus is still running away screaming. Fuck, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, we've got one. Lancer's fallen. Quickly assist the child. Go, go, go. It's down. Well done, everyone. Okay, you three run over it. Yeah, this group's down, right? No, is this one still up? That one's still up. Shit, the child is going to die. Pull the child away. Pull the child away. Take it. Oh, that scream. Yeah, we're taking some bad injuries. Everyone's kind of fucked up. Okay, keep working that Scorcher down. Wonderbart runs away. Brave Wonderbart. No, they did it. They did it. They did it. Oh, it's over. Okay, Blue-Nosed Bear is fucked up. A torso shot straight through the chest. Is bleeding really badly. And Blue-Nosed Bear is our doctor. Wonderbart the child has some bruises and is in severe pain, but is otherwise okay. Well done, Wonderbart. Pythonicus ran to the river. We're pretty hurt. We are really hurt. Dimtree the sheriff has some bruises, but she gives the thumbs up. She's okay. Egleb is really okay. Barely took a hit. Okay. Comots, Bloodwell, you're both also okay. So Hook, yeah. Okay, someone help Blue-Nosed Bear, quickly. Get him in. So Bloodwell, stop what you're doing. Drag Blue-Nose in quickly. Comots. Right, everyone grab one of them. Let's get in quickly. So Dimtree, haul that in. Okay, we'll never do hauling. That's fine. Stay behind. Stay behind with the child, Egleb. Wonderbart, stay here. Go. Everyone go. Right. Comots. Hall. We're okay. What's this, sorry? You've detected an orbiting space drone that may contain information about the Super Chalice. You have the code that will force it to land. Wait, is this the same thing? Oh. This is a different thing. Sorry, I thought it was related to this. We just need to destroy this. Okay, go. Everyone move. Right. We step back. We're desperately trying to... Where's Bloodwell? You get inside quickly, because you're going to have a mental breakdown. Everyone steps back from the ship. Wonderbart. Take it. Fling grenades. There we go. Blow it up. Pythonicus, limp back as well. In fact, you can, drag one of the... drag the weapon. It's probably more useful than the parts that we cannot disassemble. There we go. Okay, Bloodwell has an extreme break risk. Get back home quickly. Well done. Okay. The psychic drone is over. Could all three of you please drag back components? No spots to store them? Strange. Okay. Go to the storeroom. Look for components. Manufactured resources. Dump all of them in there. Okay. We're okay. We nearly went very pear-shaped, but for now we're okay. Wonderbart, please bring back the advanced component. So get in quickly before people have mental breakdowns. Someone take the shotgun away from Pythonicus. Watch out for that panther. Alright. Let's go. Yep, working on it. Okay, so where's Blue Nose? How fucked up? Dies in 11 hours. Get him into the medbay, quick. Alright. Damn it. Crisis of belief. Bloodwell has... Damn it, his faith in the Hand of Hooke has been dropped. What's happened? Hide in your bedroom. You've given up to hide in your bedroom. Pythonicus the slave sees it, throws down the shotgun. Yeah, Blue Nose Bear screams for help. Pythonicus turns around to go and give help. Right, go. It's fine. It's one of the lesser mental breaks. Okay. So get people into the med bay, get them rested. Right. We just need to try and avoid infections. How clean is the med bay? The rather tight but clean. Okay. There we go. Right, so Blue Nose Bear, I mean, you're the best doctor that we have, I'm afraid. So you're going to have to self-tend. So lean up and... Oh, you cannot walk. You cannot walk, therefore... Okay, you're completely incapacitated. Who's the next best doctor? Skill 2. Skill 2. Skill 1. Skill 2. Shit. Okay. Egleb the Speaker. It's going to have to be you, I'm afraid. You're going to have to tend to Blue Nose Bear. Egleb the Speaker and Medieval Lordling picks up something, he doesn't know what it is, from the shelf. He reads the label. A pack of herbal concoctions extracted from the heel root plant. It is less potent than the industrial pharmaceuticals, but it's better than nothing. He starts stuffing it just in any orifice he can find. Extreme break risk. Bloodwell. Oh. Bloodwell has gone to bed. Nope, he's getting up. Okay, go get some food. Tell you what, Bloodwell, throw down that mace so you don't go crazy with it. Go and get some food. I authorize a decent meal. In fact, have some ambrosia, then the decent meal. Alright. So Bloodwell the bully steps in and picks up a piece of fruit. It is a very juicy piece of fruit. Hang on. The soft, rare fruit, ambrosia, tastes wonderful and produces a subtle mood-increasing chemical high. However, if eaten too often, it can generate a mild addiction. Bloodwell takes a bite of the juicy fruit and feels better, and then gets a meal that consists of rice, fish, and bird meat. Oh, well done. Egleb, the medieval lordling, has done a fairly good-ish job. Better than nothing. Dimtree, the sheriff, steps into the room. She's got some pretty bad bruises on her torso. Smashes from a cyclops. Where's the child? Well done, Wonderbar. Great work with the grenades. You can keep those. Play with them when you want to. They're like firecrackers, but more fun. Okay. You've also got lots of, relatively minor injuries, but you're in quite a bit of pain. Egleb has gone back to bed. Sorry, Egleb. Could you please tend to the other two before you do? Alright. Sir Hooke took some light injuries, but is probably quite happy with how things went. What about your lover, your psychic lover? She's hungry. Can you bring her something? Can anyone bring her something? Cannot feed her. Can someone feed the psychic lover? Egleb, it might have to just be you, I'm afraid. Okay, it's going to have to be you. Alright. So, looking at the time, I probably need to wrap up momentarily, folks. It's already been a couple of hours and it's getting quite late in the evening. There was a bit of excitement, at least. We're alive. Barely. But we did it. Okay. Ah, good. Ability's ready. We can now attempt to convert people. Thank you, Imhotep. Thank you very much, Imhotep. Cyanide the monkey is over here. What's Cyanide the monkey doing? Having a wander. Do we really need a monkey in the med bay? We're going to train it to be a comfort monkey. It will nuzzle and be emotionally supportive. Good. Yeah, walks into the room. Did you know? He goes. Okay, so Egleb, the medieval lordling, gives food to Faultier Man, the psychic slave, the concubine. Thank you, Artuimus. Thank you very much, Artuimus. Right, I'll leave it there this evening, folks. Leave it on a high note. Thank you for watching. That was a bit of RimWorld this evening. We're still alive. We've got our away team back from that mission that they went on, where they got some information about the Super Chalice, the relic that we're totally going to make up for the sake of the playthrough, that is apparently important to the Hand of Hooke. It's what Hooke says. It must be true. We also then had a psychic event with a ship that crash-landed, which we had to fight in melee, and we won. Barely. Our main builder, Bluenose, took a great big gunshot to the chest, wearing no flak armor, so it punched a huge hole, but by the looks of things, the damage is not permanent, thankfully. So, I'm going to give the dog a good cuddle, and we're going to wind down and go to bed. Oh, look at that paw. We're going to wind down and go to bed. Please know that on the video front, I'm working on Daisy Bullshittery Part 15, with an objective to deliver it at the start of July. So that's what's going on. So everything's fine. I will leave you in the company of, weirdly, this is interesting, my brother is playing the Isle. Yeah. Well, yeah, I must admit, I'm sort of waiting to see what the fuck is happening with the Isle, so I guess here's my brother to show you what the fuck is happening with the Isle. You can ask him to see if it's any good. Right. Thank you again. Have a lovely evening. Thank you, Artuimus, Imhotep, Big Podge 1. Thank you, Orivo. Thank you, Alice, Space Toast, Ina Madeline, and Tasha Gospel. Have a lovely, lovely evening.